Okay, so, hello everyone. This is my third live. The first one I didn't show my face. The second one was in a more private group, so it was like a safety space. But this is like my first real live, and forgive how I look. I just finished working out. This is wash day, and I'm about to put these passion twists in my hair. So forgive this, but natural girls, wash day is a little suspect. I wanted to come on here just to speak very briefly about something that was on my heart, and it was on my heart last week. About 2 days ago, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go on live and do it, and then I punked out. And I was like, okay, I'll do it the next day. I didn't do it the next day. However, because of what happened today, it was like, yo, you got to share this. So I just wanted to share this. I don't know who's going to see this. I don't know if it's going to be impactful, but I got to share. And I've been getting too many little spiritual nudges to do so. Abundance. I'm going to just talk about me and my understanding of it. So my spiritual journey has led me to the point where I truly believe that we create our reality. I have had way too many instances and examples to tell me otherwise. I can't deny that. And with that being said, the way that I do that is I envision a point or a situation that implies that what I want has already occurred. If you know, you know. So a lot of times, and I feel like a lot of things for us, our versions of ourselves, our best and our highest versions, have to do with abundance. But it's like a future self, right? So whether it's abundance of love, money, time, peace, happiness, balance, all these things. Hey, Shauna. It is a future version of yourself, something that is not attainable yet, but will be, which is great. However, last week, I live in New York City, and I live near the Hudson. And I get to sit by the water, and I've done it plenty of times. I've watched the sunset, just relaxed, meditated. But last Thursday, I sat there, and I was just looking at this lush foliage, and the sky, and the sunset, and this amazing body of water. And it just hit me. Spirit was like, girl, this abundance. And I was like, oh, shit. It's already here? And I never really, I appreciated it, but I never really took into consideration that was an expression of abundance that I had in my life so regularly that I took it for granted and didn't really interpret it the way I should have. The reason why that was important for me is because seeing an expression of abundance in my life now did not make it feel like such a foreign and future occurrence. It was like, no, it's here now. And if it's here now, and on such a regular basis, an occurrence that you kind of forget about it, you can now let it filter through other parts of your life. It is not this future concept or state that you have yet to attain. It is here now. That was critical for me, to recognize abundance now in my life so I can let it flow into the other areas without resistance. The second thing that really hit me was, I never really considered interpreting like that. And, there's a part of me, I think we all have this version of ourselves that we feel this is what we want to be. And then you have that question of, if you can do and be anything, what would you be? And that version may be so grand. It may seem unrealistic. It's a great, ambitious, and maybe even honorable endeavor, but it doesn't really seem realistic. And so for me, that version is what it is, and I know what it is. And I'm like, yeah, how in the world would that ever occur? It'd be great if I can do that. But you know how they say there's things that you know you don't know? And then there are things that you don't know you don't know? Yeah, that second part has to do with this version of myself that I'm just like, I don't even know how that would occur. But this example of abundance through nature that I had was like, girl, if you missed it here, do you not think that abundance can show up in other ways in order for you to attain this fantastical, if that's even a word, but this fantastical version of yourself? The things that you don't even know you need because it seems so far from where you are now. You can be abundant in the things that you need to achieve that. So recognize that abundance can show up in ways that you don't even realize you know. And the last thing that was really major for me was Widen your perspective on abundance. Widen it. That's literally what I heard. Eleanor, you need to widen it. Your version of yourself and your highest self is beautiful and it's great, and it implies that you have financial stability, your family is healthy, all of the great things and all the good things are implied in that state. But you can think bigger. You can actually be that version of yourself that you feel may not really be attainable, but it's nice to at least, like, it would be nice to achieve, but sometimes you're like, come on. It's not going to happen. But that's the message that I got. Widen your perspective on abundance. And the reason why that was so critical for me was because a few months ago, so I've started this entrepreneurial journey, and a few months ago, something came across my field of awareness. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? This is so far beyond where I am now. Like, it's great. But I remember thinking to myself, why did this particular opportunity come to me? I'm so far from this. This is in that fantastical state. Fast forward to now. The realization that abundance is already in my life. It not feeling like such a foreign concept, and because I recognize it already being here, I cannot let it filter through the rest of my life and not have that resistance to it. Now, the next day I end up talking to a person who is now my mentor. And now I actually have a viable way of dealing with this opportunity that I did not know how or what I would do with. It was in that things you don't know. That's what that was. And now it's moved over into it's not even you don't know. It's now just finding what you need and getting it done. So, and there's a situation with that as well, that whole by the Hudson situation, that intuition played a part, and I'll probably speak on that another day. But all in all, I just wanted to encourage anyone that look for the abundance in your life, whether it's an abundance of family, support, laughter, love. Look for it already being expressed in your life, because I know a lot of us are always striving to be better, and sometimes we feel like that version of ourselves may be far off, right? But if you can recognize the abundance now, it doesn't feel so foreign. It feels very familiar and very easy because it's already there. And then you won't have as much resistance to it showing up in other areas of your life. And then the things that you need will come, because I promise you, man, I'll have to tell you that other part, because even the fact that I got in contact with this lady had a huge part to do with what happened that day too. But I just wanted to encourage you. Hey, Zane. I just wanted to encourage you to think bigger. And I know you hear that, think bigger, but no, really, like, recognize the abundance in your life so that it can flow. And then those versions of yourself, or that version that you feel may need things that you don't even know where to begin, trust me, it will start to show up because it's filtering throughout your life. So I feel like that was it. It was on my heart. Spirit was like, yo, you need to say this. And it's funny because I kept procrastinating and I kept seeing things. I even saw something with my name in it, but I kept seeing things in regards to sharing what you have to say. So I've listened, Spirit. I've said it. Ooh, child. I was nervous, but yeah. I hope it's blessed someone. Again, forgive me for my appearance, but y'all know we Black women, we're magical and we're transformative. So, balance, right? Anyways, be blessed. Know that it's already there. And all you got to do is allow it into the other areas of your life. And that which you need is going to surface to support the abundance that you are now allowing. You are not going to be saddled with it and overwhelmed and not know. You will have the foundation for that abundance that you now allow into your life so that you can manage it and enjoy it and be your best version. So, okay. I guess I said what I had to say. Y'all have a beautiful day, a beautiful Labor Day weekend. Be safe. Please know that you're loved. Please know that you are necessary. And yeah, peace and love.